comes together, and that means the final matches aren't dead rubber. They have meaning, and every single one of these matches on Stream C absolutely matter. If you didn't miss it, OG just managed to come back in Game 2 to tie the series against Winstrike, which means that Winstrike will be having a tiebreaker against IG. And now we've got basically another tiebreaker. Pain Gaming and Team Serenity are currently tied, and they're the bottom of the group. So it's kind of like a tiebreaker if one of them 2-0s. They're like, all right, congrats, you did it. But if they go 1-1, we could actually just have a whole nother tiebreaker series.
Oh, give me that 1-1, baby. I'm all about it, fam.
They're basically going to go into a best of 5 if they go 1-1 here.
Oh, my God. Okay,
Crazy.
This is cruel, but I'm like one of those guys that just YouTubes those bugs fighting. I know maybe there's somebody out there that'll tell me I'm supporting like bug trafficking or something. But I'm all about it.
Wait, so they just take...
I want to play God.
Is it same of the two species?
I don't know. It's like a
different...
beetle versus beetle fight. I'm all about that. The thing is, Austin, like the Hunger Games, I'm all about it. For the concept, not even for the execution. So I'm all in for these crazy scenarios. I understand these are all my friends. I love Weehaw. I worked with him for a year. He's such a goon, but at the same time... For the viewers, maximum drama. I need dreams to get crushed. Because that means, Austin, it tastes even sweeter when you win. There has to be lows for there to be highs. There has to be crushing lows so that you know that these games matter.
And that is exactly the kind of lows. If you go out, you make it to TI, you qualify, and then you don't even make it to the main event.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So right now, the way that it works we've been doing this all day, so I just need to keep doing it because I'm in the mode where I'm just zoned out right now, mode zone. We've got Pain and Team Serenity both at 5 and 9. So if somebody goes 2-0 here, they will effectively be last. This pseudo best of 3, 2-game series will determine everything, and neither team can really complain.
You know, I just saw a thread.
What's up?
I'll read it to you.
Okay.
OG is deliberately throwing the game so Winstrike could win and get more point, thus eliminating IG, which is a bigger threat.
10 seconds remaining.
Wow.
I believe all of you should go up though to that immediately because that sounds like some very intelligent
Okay.
That guy was looking at Winstrike being at 15K. He's like, the game's already over. That's not how Dota works.
Dude, everyone... All right, here's the situation. Here's how we lay it out, okay?
Okay.
So that everything just gets screwed. Wait, who does Optic play? Is there a way for this to happen? Okay, so if Optic gets 2-0'd by a surging Vici squad, Newbie gets 2-0'd by Secret, which is likely, and then Pain and Serenity 1-1 each other, they would all have 6 wins!
And they would be tied all for...
Then we would have 4 teams that would be at the bottom. Oh my god, there's so many dream scenarios!
10 seconds remaining.
There's 4-way ties, there's 3-way ties, there's 2-way ties. There's most likely a tiebreaker.
Remaining.
There's no way there's a tiebreaker for upper bracket, right? If I'm saying
I don't
that
believe
right.
so. I believe that this is cemented.
With 7 losses, it looks like Vici Gaming is...
If Vici wins it all, then I believe they're good. Or TNC is stuck here no matter what. I'm not sure how that works. Maybe Vici... I think they'd have to play it. I don't want to say this 100%, but I'm pretty sure that Vici would have to play TNC at that point. But we'll find out.
We got a draft to talk about. First pick, Crystal Maiden. Lich Phantom Lancer was the response. Ember Spirits picked up to try and deal with that Phantom Lancer. Now an Earthshaker to counter that PL as well. Team Serenity pick up a 3rd pick, Wraith King, which is probably... I'm not sure how that hero's actually doing in win rate, but I know it's pretty far up there in pick rate. Yeah.
How do you... I've never used Dota buff before.
Never mind, then I got it.
Okay. I'm just being honest here. I've never used Dota buff before.
But me and Cinnamon were talking about this hero. I've been playing a lot of it in offlane just recently. I feel like the hero, it just... Oh, God, it feels so good. The skeletons are so strong.
Yes.
And he was actually saying that he thinks that there are a lot of people, and I completely agree with this, that the safe lane carry Wraith Kings are not utilizing their skeletons to the full possible extent. Like, they are incredible farming mechanisms. He thinks you can actually keep up with like certain Battle Fury carries, and I kind of agree with that because the skeletons are so good at being able to farm through neutrals. You just have to understand like when and where you actually use it on the map to be able to get maximum value out of those skeletons. Here it's going to be an offlane one. They're going to run a mid Huskar and a safe lane Phantom Lancer. An early reveal of the Huskar.
What in the world?
Don't they just do side lane Ember Spirit now?
I guess that's fine. You're only 3 picks in if you're paying. You're not
Committed at
Man,
all.
Serenity's wild. Serenity does stuff that I just am like.
They see Ember Spirit and they're like, haha, we've countered the Ember Spirit with 0 stuns and just purely through lanes.
That's crazy. You know what Serenity reminds me of like if Wings was just not as patient as they were. They just see a hero, they're like, we got you. We got you. You sons of bitches are done. Like, relax. You're good. You still had.
They're like, oh, you picked Enchantress? Time to reveal our core Riki.
Yeah, just like, what's wrong with you? Relax.
And everybody's like, wait, what?
Team Serenity's turn to battle.
Enigma.
What?
I was waiting for the Pango Tavo that
I mean,
Pain
Enigma's
has been
sick
running
here
over
too,
and over
'cause-
again.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
it's
are you
super
supposed to do
good.
about that?
I mean, they have no stuns except for Wraith King.
Oh my God, what's going on right now? Like,
And, dude, they're just screwed.
Serenity, crazy man.
All right, maybe this is support Wraith King and everything's about to change.
10
Serenity's just
seconds remaining.
Serenity's crazy. That's all I know.
So you definitely
5
don't put Ember
seconds
Spirit against
remaining.
Huskar, right? No matter what. I
the,
do
the
think
matchup sucks.
Yeah, and I do think Ember Spirit will suffer against offlane Wraith King.
Yeah, the matchup really sucks.
So I do think that's a problem, but
Okay, I gotta.
they're just gonna get some mid that does really well against Huskar, and just wins this game for them.
I gotta calm down real fast. My heart is like. Okay, everything's
Your heart
fine.
will go on.
Everything's fine. We're all good. We gotta ramp up. We gotta ramp
dude,
up. Nothing has happened.
We can't
in
be
this
too
game.
hype about draft.
Everything's fine. I gotta save myself for the main event, where hopefully I cast a game. That'd be good. So Serenity.
It's already an upgrade from last year for both of us.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Last year I was sitting in the stands watching my former team win TI. It was great. I had a blast.
Oh, shout out to Monkeys Forever, who says Serenity are just having a rough patch. They got this.
Yeah. Shout out to Monkeys Forever for sure. Shout out to all you guys for sticking with us in this sadistic game, because somebody's dreams are getting crushed here.
Turn to battle.
Yeah.
And right now, I suspect one team.
We're not gonna call it just yet, but Serenity have not put themselves in a great
Let's
position.
find out. I don't know what you're supposed to last pick here to salvage.
Dude, they
your
took
draft.
so long
I know,
to
Austin.
ban because they're like, there are so many heroes that could beat us. Which one's the worst? They
10
decided it was
seconds
Meatball.
remaining.
Okay, it would actually be a sick Meepo game. Well, I mean, let's
Wouldn't
just
Wouldn't the
get against
Huskar
it.
lane be
remaining.
really? I mean, as long as you get past the laning phase,
You just
right?
hit. You just hit jungle
destroy.
camps.
Yeah.
You just hit jungle camps. That's the Weehaw special.
Phantom Lancer hates Meepo.
I mean, this is looking like a really. They have a lot of ways. They have 4 different ways to clear PL illusions right now. This is
Yeah.
not looking super for the PL. So if you're Pain, you need. I mean, you don't. What are you really missing in your lineup? I guess.
I was thinking you just needed like a
Pain
Mana type
Games
hero.
turn
Is it
to
a-
pick.
Is it a Storm Spirit game?
Oh, definitely not. Actually. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe. You're not crazy enough to ask for Storm against Huskar mid, right?
Dude, what about Invoker?
Invoker.
Yeah.
Invoker's not. Doesn't Invoker kind of get pooped on by Huskar mid?
I'm sure he does.
I don't play all these white. Like, I needed to play more
10
pubs. I wish I
seconds
didn't do the
remaining.
open AI thing and get bodied by bots and then work the summit, because I just needed to
5
play more
seconds
pubs
remaining.
and prep for this event.
Oh,
I didn't know everyone was gonna get on that Huskar mid meta.
Team Serenity's turn to pick.
That's a
Razor.
Is that a first?
That is a first, I do believe. Hold up, let me check. Razor has not been picked yet.
Weeha's really trying to win this game because no mid
No.
player willingly asked for a Razor.
Yep.
He's garbage right now, and he's not fun to play.
It's good versus Huskar. It's good versus Wraith King. It's kind of good versus Phantom Lancer as well, right?
How many
In
heroes
some-
we got?
In
Read down
some
the list.
weird. There's
10
only
seconds
Chaos
remaining.
Knight, Darkseer, Dazzle, Slardar, Slark, and Techies, who've
5
still not been
seconds
picked.
Let me see it.
remaining.
Let me see it. So, who is the most likely, do you think, out of that list?
I think Dazzle, Slardar, and Techies are all going to get picked.
I think so too. I think CK, Slark,
And we've seen enough like Spectres and stuff that I don't think Slark is out of
If
question.
Fnatic's not taking Darkseer, no one's taking Darkseer.
Yeah, dude. Darkseer and Chaos Knight are
Okay, so Serenity sees this. They've got one pick.
one game-changing support. And it's not Vengeful Spirit. Oh, it is a support Wraith King.
I mean, that's not that surprising, if we're honest here.
Yeah, I mean, you needed something to change the game entirely, and you're not going to do it with a support, so.
That's a very good. It's a very good Void game.
I mean, but your team isn't that good with it.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes Serenity's problems is they just throw heroes at you. You know, you're just like, they see like a Frosty hero. They say we have our own Frosty hero. Like they see Ember, they immediately take Huskar.
Yes.
They just kind of pick heroes reactively.
I mean, they picked 3 heroes to deal with Ember Spirit.
So
in
what
some
made
weird
unique?
way.
What made Wings unique is that
10
they would bait you
seconds
with a
remaining.
core, and then they would trap you in the latter 2 heroes.
And that's what Serenity
5
tried.
seconds
so-
remaining.
They're like, haha, it's a Faceless Void last pick, so we've got Faceless Void Huskar Phantom Lancer cores.
Joke's on you.
Gotcha.
I mean, when you say it like that, it's so ridiculous. I mean, it is a little bit, but who knows?
Oh, man. All right, so they're going to try and do Void Lich against the side lane Ember Spirit. Doesn't
You
sound
don't really
terrible.
like being Void against Enigma and lane, though. Like, particularly because
Wait,
you just get... The thing about laning against Void is you want constant damage, and Eidolons provide you...
what is the best hero to go mid against Razor? Let's start with that.
Maybe PL?
Because
Definitely
every
not.
single one of those heroes can kind of go mid, and they can kind of go side lane.
I mean, maybe Huskar's still fine, honestly.
yeah.
I haven't seen that matchup in some time because I haven't seen Razor in 10 years, but...
I'm pretty sure Razor poops on him.
I feel
real
like
hard.
if you're Serenity, I think you should smoke and try to avoid the real garbage matchups. Because if you're
What are the real garbage matchups?
Void, I think you don't want to be Void against Enigma
Uh-huh.
because Tavo's just going to deny creeps, and more importantly, like he just hits you with a bunch of Eidolons. The constant damage is what bothers Void, and also the stun is really annoying against Void because it won't track the first time, right?
Prepare for battle.
It's 3 different instances. So it's a nice counter all around. Man, all right, get it out of your systems. Get it out.
You know what I noticed? Every team that plays VP or Pain, they become more chat wheelie.
Prepare for a lesson.
Because
sucked
they're like,
into it.
these guys are chat wheel fiends. We'll show them.
Oh, look at this.
But then you're just playing their game.
It's actually going to be a Tavo mid
Tavo mid Enigma.
against that, and then they'll have Razor
And
plus
this-
Earthshaker top.
Ah.
And you see that the Faceless Void and the Wraith King are actually just running around.
And
What
when
a
I
duel.
when I talked about like Razor being kind of good versus Phantom Lancer, it is kind of good in the laning phase, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You just when you put the leak on him, he
30
can't
seconds to battle.
doppelganger remove it.
It's later on in the game where things become a little bit trickier.
Yeah,
Somebody said they called the Enigma mid. Go you.
you're the best.
You're the best. In this 12,000 person chat, you hit it. And you got me to acknowledge you.
That was the real win. HFN's going to start stealing damage away from GGG, and he's going to have to doppelganger to the other side of this fissure.
The
The
real one.
battle begins.
The bounty runes. XCJ is going to try and right-click King Ardeen. He does so successfully, so they will be able to get 3 bounty runes to start. I did not expect Serenity to be able to do that.
Okay.
I mean, look at their lineup.
Why not? A Lich-based lane just walked in and got bounty runes.
Tavo, top of the CS board. with
Leading the game
deny
early.
on the range creep. I mean, he offers so much physical damage. This is probably going to be very difficult for Huskar to ever try and challenge you. The Eidolons.
Don't feed
As
it.
long as you don't feed
Oh,
the
God.
Eidolons, they're going to die. He's going to die. All right, only one got fed away. Meanwhile, bottom lane is going to be the double melee lane of the Faceless Void and Wraith King versus the Ember Spirit Crystal Maiden.
Dude, Tavo's missed like all but 1 CS.
All right, Tavo, you got to pick it up.
Tavo.
Meanwhile, top lane is a kind of, I would say, a very difficult lane for Serenity. Razor Earthshaker. XCJ really can't be out of position ever. Especially once they start getting to like level 3 kind of area.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I do think that Serenity's lanes are not going to be terrible in the first like level or two.
No, mainly because Pain has the weirdest lanes.
Yeah. And pretty much all their heroes need like level 3 before they really come online.
Yeah.
Razor and Ember Spirit both really need that.
Weeha's pinging right now. He didn't like the fact that the creeps just got out.
They're going to try and take away GGG's any opportunity to be able to see us underneath the tower. They're going to TP in the Wraith King. I mean, nobody was in trouble, really. Huh. Well, that Fissure is going to get a lot of damage on XCJ and prevent them from being able to get some CS. And HFN is still going to be able to free farm, so Faceless Void's going to be left alone in this bottom lane.
I feel like Void doesn't really need the help, even though there's 2 roots. They just need levels before they're going to be able to kill him.
Right.
So Zinc shouldn't really care too much about anything, really. Like, that's the thing about Team Serenity. The only gankable lane really is mid.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the other lanes should be too worried. Like, you can just play them as is. And that's the one thing that I really like about their lineup, and what I sort of dislike about Pain's lineup. That they just don't really have the ability to kill. Sure, their team fight's going to be good, and I do think it's a very good Ember game, and Weeha's one of the better Embers.
DYD is owning mid.
I don't think that's
Every
that
single time I
unexpected.
look at him.
Is it supposed to be? Like, I feel like Huskar's fine in this.
I think Tavo is missing a lot more CS than he should.
That's true, too.
Like, he's not attacking at the same time with his Eidolons. Stuff like that. Look at Jin Q. He's just playing super far forward. Now that we do have level 3, he's going to have to be a little bit more careful. He's going to time walk off a lot of it. Now he's going to be Crystal Nova slowed. If they can get in range of the Flame Guard, they can burn him out. Just dive him underneath the tower. Nah, they give up on that one. On the other side, though, it's actually GGG. They kill HFN. They kill the Razor.
I mean, the triple nuke is just way too good up there.
Yeah.
That's, again, this is gonna hurt Pain a lot. Is that their laning phase is gonna look a little bit awkward, just because, I mean, they just don't have kill potential in their lanes.
Yeah.
Their lanes are okay at what they do, but just nothing special. And so if you're a Pain fan and you're panicking a little, this is to be expected. This is not where your lineup is strong. Where your lineup is strong is where you somehow rely on Tavo hitting 5-man black holes. He's doing okay in the XP war. He's going to hit 6 before this Huskar.
King RD. He has blocked the easy camp, will pull the creeps, so there's not a whole lot they can do. And that will give Razor some free farm and pull the lane back at the same time. Tavo, one of the big advantages of being a mid-Enigma, you can always pick up extra farm by being able to throw your Eidolons into this jungle. Big advantage of the Radiant Enigma, mid-Enigma. I feel like we've seen this before.
Maybe like Universe did it or something? I can't remember. I'm usually pretty good about my Dota Rolodex too.
PYW really wants to go for the kill on Tavo, but Duster's also here. Crystal Nova slowing down ZYD, and ZYD gives up on trying to dive the Enigma.
That was like the most half-hearted attempt.
Bottom lane, Flame Guard. They managed to get the shackles out. Jin Q does have a time walk. Takes away a lot of that damage. Really took advantage of Duster being gone. Immediately challenged Weehaw.
Yeah, he should in this lane. I think when offlane voids are really successful, it's when you can't kill him.
Yeah.
So he's just going to trade up farm. He knows that as long as he doesn't misplay the lane, he should be fine. And so he's going to just get in there and be aggressive. Like, this guy has 27 CS right now.
Dude, look at PYW just dancing on Duster while he picks up the bounty runes. That'll be Serenity, securing 3 of them again.
And this is going to be a free farm void in a game where you can't really allow...
Top lane, they do manage to kill the Lich. They're going to turn on GGG. They already have a lot of damage on HFN. He's got an extra 94. But they want to stay ahead of PYW. Now that he's thrown the stun, HFN comes back using the healing salve and wants to get some free damage on his GGG. King RD has the Fissure up, will be able to hit him. They need one more hit. GGG gets into the trees, though. He'll be okay. XCJ is going to come back anyway, so HFN doesn't feel comfortable pursuing.
Yeah, they're just going to reset a little bit here as the tri-lane continues up at top lane. And I think that Serenity should be pretty happy with how their lanes are going.
Yeah.
Because they know that their void should be telling them right now, hey guys, I've got absolute free farms. I don't care what's happening in the other lanes. we're good. And the other lane should be telling him, we're also kind of winning our lanes. In mid, PYD getting a little bit aggressive. You see that PYW over the top, looking for something here.
Wraith King's just chilling out.
inching
Might be able to get
forward.
the Wraithfire Blast. He got it. So now Tavo could die here to the Burning Spears. They're going to turn around, just straight up black hole him, bring him into the tower range. PYW is going to take the tower, tries to go in from behind to hit Tavo, and he does manage to get him. And ZYD staying alive underneath the Midnight Pulse, but he finally dies. They both died to the Midnight Pulse. Crystal Nade then burns out to the Burning Spears.
That's a real scorched earth shit. Everybody
Wow.
dies.
I mean, Duster's happy. He got so much experience out of that.
Duster's level
He's
level
almost
5.
level 5 off of that. I think he came in at level 3.
How random. Everyone dies. Did Tavo get the double kill though? I think that was the ideal
Yes.
circumstance.
Tavo got both kills.
Your Enigma gets both the kills, but your CM gets the XP. It's not bad.
Yeah. Black Hole on cooldown for 3 minutes, but honestly, there's very few times Enigma gets to use Black Hole early.
I knew he was going to do that. The funniest thing was watching PYW go for the reach.
Yeah, and trying to run around the Black Hole. PYW.
Throughout the
Bond
Miha's not quite level 6.
Jin Q does have a Chronosphere. They're going to try and get him. No Lucky Bash just yet.
I don't think. Not when he's got Flame Guard up.
Yeah, it just blocks too much of the bash damage, right?
So people that don't know, of course, Time Lock is magic damage. And so when Weeha's got his Flame Guard going, Space's Void really doesn't want to use it.
XCJ. They really want to go on him, and he's kind of out of position right now. They're going to slow him down with the Crystal Nova. HFN's taking a lot of lance damage, though, and he doesn't have the drain, so Phantom Lance is going to go for that kill, and he gets it pretty easily. And they have the Ice Armor on XCJ, so it's very hard for Duster and King RT to be able to kill him. Crystal Nova puts a little bit more damage onto GGG, and he does have a Doppelganger. A Phantom Rush onto Duster hits, but not enough. Now, it's going to be Enchant Totem after Shock hit. Enchant Totem doesn't actually land. GGG gets to the other side of the cliff.
They're just going to go Shrine up together, reset things a
Whoa!
little bit.
Jump away from the missile. PYW. Weeha full heals.
Going to go back to base, but a 1k lead early on. Both teams
Dire's top tower is under attack.
contesting every little bit right now, but this Razor lane is where things have been pretty disastrous.
Yeah,
More pain.
HFN just keeps on suffering to the constant
Radiant's
nukes.
middle tower is under
The
attack.
Lance and the Frost Nova.
And remember, Pain, they are at 5 wins.
They got the Chronosphere on to Weeha. It's barely enough. He got bashed at the end, and that was just enough. XCJ is going to be slowed down by the Crystal Nova, blocked in by the Fissure again. XCJ pretty much can't ever be out of position.
No, and for the most part, he's played to the right and up,
Yeah.
which has been to his
Oh, and
extreme
GG's
benefit.
going to die as a result. He does have a Doppelganger. HFN did not have the HP to be able to chase that,
Yeah,
so.
he would have died, and he only has a level 1 nuke. So it wouldn't have been enough damage anyways if he hit him with it. So things are going to get reset a little bit here. It's Tavo trying to get phase boots. But yeah, both these teams at 5 wins, so they can't rely on the other teams losing.
I was going to ask you, what do you think about the phase boots build?
On
for
Enigma?
Yeah.
I think it's okay in this game.
Yeah. Just
turns-
offers you a lot of physical damage.
Yeah, you've got good mobility here too.
Doppelganger already used, but they know which one is the real one in part because of the ice armor, but they just don't have the nukes. Wraith King TP's in. They say that's great. He forced a rotation. He cancels it though. Weeha was trying to run at him. Now he's going to be run at. Double shackles. Backs up. No Chronosphere, so no kill.
This reward transcends expectations of a few schools.
Nice stack here from Tabo. Triple stack for his Eidolons to be able to clear through. He's done a very good job of playing efficient, even if he was missing out on CS. He played the jungle very well.
Yes, and he's got a medallion and he's got phase boots, so this guy actually hits pretty hard right now.
Yeah, it's tough for Huskar to challenge him. King RT will pull the camp to the easy camp, just getting that extra bit of farm, it looks like. Pushing the lane out as well. They want to make sure like GGG's in a position where he just gets run down by the static link over and over again.
And this top lane, Fissure goes out, not really going to do a whole lot as they make the
Stun
move
on
on
a Weeha. They're going to try and blow up the Ember Spirit. Does manage to lance himself away. Serenity's in Q! He does commit for the kill, gets it too. And that is going to be a kill on ZYD. Not sure what happened.
Looks like HFN rotated.
He tried a life break onto Tavo or HFN or something.
Yeah, and Tavo just pops the black hole. They're gonna get the kill. I like that he's got this willingness to just continue to use it right now at this point.
Yeah. I think it's a Huskar too. You want to keep that hero down early.
Yeah, what's the point of holding it at this point?
Yeah.
Refresh it, get kills. You know that the laning phase is gonna be a little bit rough, so you might as well.
And with the rotation from HFN, they get their kill. But plus, King RD can actually get some farm here in the top lane. He now has his Echo Slam pretty early. Stun early onto ZYD. Uses the life break to get a little bit of distance away.
Tower's going to take a lot of damage.
Oh, they actually got the kill on a Weehaw on the bottom lane. This mid-tier 1 tower, though, Pain really wanted to commit for it. They will not. Over the top lane, instead, it's going to be GGG who dies to that Echo Slam we just talked about King RD got.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Just poor Weehaw, who's having a tough time. And because it's a Wraith King, he summons the skeletons and pushes the lane with the Siege Wagon. They take the tier 1.
Dire's top tower is under
Again,
attack.
playing Faceless Void, having a free lane,
Radiant
where no one can
are
really
standing.
contest you. Look how farmed this guy is.
Yeah. 6K net worth
It
right
feels
now.
so good to play this hero when you just know, I can always time walk out, which allows you to just play very aggressively in CS. Then you're going to hit your level 6 before the enemy safe lane does because you're getting solo XP. And all of a sudden you represent a kill threat every single time he shows up. Like, Weehaw does not like playing this game right now. He's 3 full levels behind. As the aggressive jump
Dude,
forward.
the
If he gets
double bash?
one more, that's 4 levels of bash. You got to be careful, Weehaw.
Yeah. He's probably going to have to TP full heal soon.
Nah, dude, that's Weehaw. He's gonna risk things.
He's going to min-max it.
He's gonna min-max it. You don't know Weehaw if you think that he's gonna back yours.
King
Top
RD,
lane.
Fisher onto 2. That's a good setup. They're trying to blow up King RD, but instead they might just be able to catch XCJ now. With ZYD here with an armlet. Pain do not want to fight. In fact, Serenity want to keep going here. PYW does have his reincarnation. Hasn't leveled it, obviously, in case he dies in a bad position.
Was just about to point that out. If you're a Wraith King player, you always hold on to the ulti.
Especially with the high cooldown.
It's
Just
200
feels so
seconds.
punishing.
If you're completely isolated out and you're gonna die anyways, what's the point?
This is not one of those times, though. He can pop this reincarnation because this is a fight they can absolutely take. XCJ manages to get off the Chain Frost before he dies. That's going to be able to blow up HFN, take a lot of the Eidolons with it, potentially. King RD did manage to stun ZYD up. He's still underneath the tower, but they just don't have the physical damage because most of their cores are currently going for PYW. They killed him twice, but now Weehaw, well, he's going to be fine. It's going to be Tavo who's going to be run at by GGG. The rest of the team is coming back in, trying to poke at ZYD. They're not going to be able to do anything about him, though.
And that phase boots Enigma. That's why you see it.
Yeah.
They just couldn't keep up with him.
And he also is a threat without Black Hole, right? And that's something that is kind of unique.
Bottom lane.
Chronosphere is up. Shinkyu just keeps on faking it on Weehaw.
And they didn't even have their most important hero in that fight. Right now, this Faceless Void is, for all intents and purposes, the one position of this game. Even though he wasn't prioritized laning-wise, he's still in such a good position.
Double damage plus the Mask of Madness.
Almost has a Shadow Blade too. And that'll represent such a threat to Weehaw. You can't play Ember Spirit the same way.
Oh, he's going to go up to top lane. He wants to try and kill HFN. Should be able to, thanks to the double damage and the Mask of Madness. Oh, maybe not. He actually got statted away. Fortunately, he still has enough damage, even after the Link. It's the double damage that got burned away instantly by the Razor Purge. ZYD does have an armlet toggle, so he still has plenty of HP. So Enigma can't really go for him. Hood of Defiance now up on the Phantom Lancer. $15-minute bounty runs.
Never refuse Korea if it
1, 2, 3. Serenity get 3 again.
for the treasury.
I think that's 3 in a row. They've got 3.
Yes, it would be. Because they got the first set, the second set, and it's minute 15.
That means they've got a 2K gold lead. 3,500 experience. Things looking good.
All this does is make things even more stressful for Tavo.
Now, what would you say is the timing for Pain? Because you got a greedy lineup on Serenity. There's no doubt about that. They
Tavo
won the
BKB.
laning phase.
Tavo BKB.
Tavo BKB. That's what
Tavo
we're looking
BKB,
for.
yes.
And he almost has the Mythal Hammer. Weehaw.
Top lane, Weehaw, playing really aggressively here. Gonna get nuked out.
Will be able to get the root on XTJ. She just keeps on running farther and farther away. That's a good chain frost. Might be able to bounce to Weehaw again. It does.
Look at this
Weehaw's
dude.
dead. XCG gets him. GGG is now going to show up. The Fisher is actually blotching HFN in. Does manage to get the full static link. The Echo Slam managed to catch him in the side. The Frostbite. That is going to be enough to finish off the Phantom Lancer, but still, Jinkyu came in, finished off Duster, and can challenge for CS. In fact, he even has ZYD coming in, so HFN should back up here.
Oh my god. That Lich was so insane.
Dude, PYW, what?
He's got a Blink Dagger.
He's got a Blink Dagger.
He's got a Blink Dagger. Man, Wii is getting... I feel like Wii is trying to do too much right now because his laning phase went so poorly.
Yeah. He's probably having that anxiety of like, guys, they have Phantom Lancer, Void, Huskar. We lost the laning phase. Like, oh my god. We're going to lose this game. I got to make some plays. But he doesn't. Right? Does he? I mean, Pain's not in that bad of shape, are they?
I don't think they should worry as much as they are. I feel like Weehaw's panicking because there's a lot at stake here.
Yeah.
But he's played for high stakes before.
They've got really strong mid game, and they've got really strong initiation for late game team fights too. They've got Black Hole and Echo Slam. Those are like two of the quintessential best abilities.
They're in the Roshan pit, but Pain is going to spot this out. And the question is, Serenity just doesn't care, I guess.
Serenity doesn't care.
They've got Blink Dagger on their Wraith King. He's got his ulti.
Yeah.
They don't think that they can challenge this fight.
And that's all going to set up a Chronosphere. Like, he's just going to dive in, create a lot of chaos as the Wraith King if they try and challenge.
Look at Jinkyu. He's on the top. Just waiting it out as ZYD. Be careful.
He's trying to get the Fisher timing with the Roshan, get a little bit more damage on him. Roshan, they spawn inside the pit. They're going to try and get the static link in. The Chronosphere from behind is going to go for Weehaw. He's going to take out the Ember Spirit first with a Chain Frost. It's a really good one.
So good.
It's Tavo tries to go for the block. Oh, he does it in Jinkyu. So Jinkyu just beats him down from behind. He gets backstabbed out of this game.
That's
Huskar's the only one who died, but he comes back from the Aegis. All right, Pain should panic now.
Pain should definitely panic right now. That fight was so desperate. I mean, right now this Void is just too farmed for them to engage into. And he's almost got an Aghanim Scepter completed. At that point, I feel like Pain can no longer take team fights. They have to just split the map. But they don't really have the heroes for it. Because of how farmed, it's some sort of paradox. Because of how farmed this Void is, and because he has a Shadow Blade, once he has the Aghanim Scepter, he's going to be a threat to Weehaw at all times on the map.
Yeah.
And so Weehaw, the main split pushing hero, can't really play his hero the way he wants to.
Weehaw's just running at him. He really wants these kills. HFN, he goes for the static link on his Jinkyu. Jinkyu actually doesn't quite take it off. Does manage to time dilate, slowing down HFN. Duster's TP is going to be just a bit too late, so Jinkyu gets out. PYW gets out. Top lane, they're going for Tavo. XCJ is going to be able to slow him down. He doesn't have his BKB, he doesn't have a black hole, and no one's TPing to save him. But looks like his armor is high enough.
When he threw out that black hole, he thought he caught him.
Yeah.
He thought he caught them all.
Even then, I'm not sure if it would have changed anything.
He hit him in like the small of his back, Austin.
Yeah. I mean, it was just such a perfect setup because they have no blink initiation yet.
Oh, there was...
They funnel into this area.
Yeah. There was zero chance. Zero chance they were going to win that fight.
Yeah.
With how it started. It was just so rough.
They got to wait until they get blink. Got to wait until they get BKB on Tavo, blink on King RD, then the blink on the Enigma. I mean, Razor certainly hasn't hit his stride yet. He's only got Phase Boots drums. He's got to get a little bit tankier. That's where the Hood of Defiance comes in. Meanwhile, though... Serenity's just out-farming them. They control much more of the map. 20-minute bounty runes. Oh dear, HFN. Well, it's going to be interrupted. That's actually a really good blast in from Weehaw. They control up with the Echo Slam as well. GGG ends up following the Chain Frost. Actually bounced the wrong direction. HFN's still alive, but he runs into a brick wall. That is ZYD. Hey, Weehaw, he already blew all his remnants to be able to try and win that fight. So he cannot get caught here by ZYD. Fortunately, he's just fast enough. There goes the Reincarnation. That's a smart little play there from King RT.
Not the worst fight in the world. They trade out... They don't lose their Ember. I thought they were going to lose their Ember for a second.
Jinkyu hunting with the Shadow Blade, Chronosphere.
You're not doing anything.
He's worth 448 gold?
Tavo's the highest net worth on his team, man.
Yeah.
He got his BKB, but it doesn't really matter when... we don't really call him the offlaner anymore. We refer to him as the one position carry.
Dude, he has an Aghanim Scepter at like 22 minutes, 21 minutes.
22, don't disrespect my man. put the numbers on it. Before 21 minutes, 20:57. Put some respect on Xingqiu, as he has been phenomenal right now. 9-0-1, almost has as many kills as Pain's entire team combined. It's Pain, it looks like they want to smoke up. Their Enigma's respawning in 5 seconds. He's got BKB, so this is still fightable.
Yeah,
And
they're
they
like...
know that black holes, or they know that there's no chrono.
No chrono. Time to fight, boys. We got to win this entire game back with this fight right now. Weeha's going to go for the back line, trying to slow him up while they focus on ZYD. They're going to throw the black hole into him, but Weeha
Nice
can't
finisher.
afford to die here. He does have a remnant up, jumps over to the side.
Weeha?
He doesn't have any more, and he's burned out of his mana. The diffuser blade took it all away.
They got to get out now.
Now a stun on the HFN. GGG is going to be able to catch up with a Lance in. Not quite able to get the Phantom Rush just yet, but he does die eventually. Xingqiu comes
Here's
in.
Johnny.
Does manage to get the time dilation, slowing down both Duster as well as Tavo with the Purge out from the Diffusal Blade. They have to be able to win this fight. That's why they're going to be able to buy back on Weeha, but they've already used their Black Hole.
Weeha
They
doesn't
have
have
no
any
really
remnants.
big spells. He has no remnants? He has no remnants!
He has no... Oh, but Weeha.
Weeha.
He is so dead.
Three-man Fisher. Maybe King RD can turn this around a little bit. They do manage to finally finish up XTJ.
Oh, Tavo's-
Xingqiu has to time walk himself away from these heroes. PYW is a little bit low, but they know no BKB on Tavo, so they get the stun on him. Affirmative.
King RD is
Weeha.
going to die now, too, for this. Everyone is getting eliminated. He dodges the blink, or the stun with his blink.
Radiant's bottom
But I don't even know how much this matters. He's trying to waste time, but a 6-man wipe, 12K is now the lead, or was momentarily, for Team Serenity.
Regeneration.
This Void is... He will not be stopped.
Yeah, now he's just constantly going to Chrono
He's got
Sphere.
Chrono,
He's going
yeah.
to go it again. HFN should die here. Even with that. All he needs is bashes.
Yeah,
He doesn't
magic
need
damage
any
will come
damage
out.
of his own.
This man will not be denied right now. As Serenity with their
Radiant's
janky lineup,
middle tower
it's
is under
kind of
attack.
working.
Yeah,
It's
kind of.
working out.
They're up 13K.
They're hodgepodge 3 cores that can't really create space for each other. Joke's on me.
Apparently, Faceless Void is the fastest hero in this game.
I can't even believe how farmed he is. It's incredible. Paint can't play against this hero. Everyone is liable to die. He's going to solo kill cores every time.
Yeah.
He's level 18 right now.
The only way Pain wins fights now is through initiation.
Yes, they have to get the jump first, but I don't know how that happens because Tavo, he's not queuing up a Blink Dagger. I think he realizes that it's a little bit futile for him to go for one. So he's going to go for, instead, the Talisman of Evasion. He's going to try to survive the Faceless Voids right-clicks the old-fashioned way by getting hit repeatedly.
Just getting smacked in the face over and over again and being strong enough to take it. But Serenity, ZYD, oh, Duster, careful. Pretty sure ZYD is not scared of dying. I mean, he got solo Black Hole in last team fight.
Man doesn't care.
They killed Pain like 9 times. or
Somebody's
something.
got to get Black Hole.
PYW is going to be able to blink in on HFN. Some of the skeletons. HFN trying to get away. Does manage to get the time link onto ZYD. And there goes the Wraith King. Slows down HFN even more. They're trying to chase down these heroes. Duster, Echo Slam immediately put onto PYW. Doesn't hit ZYD though. The Chain Frost comes in. Bounces over to the Eidolons though. That's unfortunate. And this Freezing Field still going out is doing some damage to GGG, but it's just not enough to really threaten Serenity. As you can see, GGG just wants to go in. He's going to be able to kill Duster. Weeha's TPing in. They still have the Chronosphere, not letting Xingqiu get it off.
Oh,
He
he
misses! Malefice stalled it up enough that he now misses. He's going to be time locked in, controlled by Weeha. Can they actually kill Xingqiu? It would be so important, but he does manage to get the walk away. Woo! PYW is a little bit low. Duster's going to be able to catch him with the Frostbite now.
Oh, that's
Serenity.
disastrous.
They're going to try and make sure everybody gets out here. They show a form of strength here in this small little corridor.
They don't want to overcommit, and Weeha's doing the right thing. Pull back the aggression. You will die if you overcommit for any of those kills. That's why they're going to reset. Serenity, a huge whiff on that chrono. You could see that Xingqiu just got a little bit too antsy.
Yeah.
He saw the Enigma running around. He's like, throw it, throw it, throw it.
Finally, the Solar Crest is going to come in. HFN's going to try and get a plate mail. Just everybody's tanking up if possible. Aeon Disc for Weeha to be able to survive through the Chronosphere as well. I almost think that wouldn't Tavo be better spent trying to get a Blink Dagger, though, and trying to out-Black Hole the Chronosphere?
I sort of think so, too, because I believe that the way you get back into this game is this, like, 1% chance that you hit this 4 or 5-man black hole.
Yeah.
That doesn't get canceled.
Dire
Like,
are
that gives
scanning.
you the better opportunity to win the game at this point. Because I think it's unrealistic to expect Tavo to be able to walk in, hit a big chrono, or hit a big black hole, especially when there's chrono on the field.
I was going to try for it now after completing the Solar Crest Serenity. They're going to go for a smoke. Yeah, 4-man smoke.
I feel like they should have waited for the level 20. The 500 time while cast range is huge.
Yeah, that is really important.
Maybe he just stands in the creep wave. I think that's what I would do.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh no, walk away from him, ZYD. Okay, come back to the creeps.
Why are they so split? PYW is going to be the first one in. Does hit by the Fissure first. HFN and the rest of Pain are like, oh god, this is not a fight we want to take right now. They chain him up. Finally, Jin-Q does manage to get his level 20. He's trying to look for that Chronosphere. They spotted him for a moment, but the wards are being taken away. And now he's going to be able to get the jump on Tavo. Pop the BKB with a Solar Crest. They might be able to keep him alive. Echo Slam on the face of boys. And Jin-Q, he's almost dead. Tavo has the black hole as well. He turns around, gets the Malphus off. HFN is still alive from GGG as well. Weehaw, he sees the opportunity. He wants to be able to jump forward. Doesn't get hit by the sun. Now it bounces back to him. PYW, he still has a remnant though. He jumps away from CYD. Now the black hole in it too. A beautiful setup from top of the Chain Frost. There's no allies behind it, so it's just control, but no damage. Even the reincarnation doesn't proc there. Wraith King stays alive. Weehaw just has no damage. And HFN was too low to fight.
You can see, though, that when Enigma does get his BKB off, the Faceless Void does nothing to him.
Yeah.
With the BKB reducing the damage of the Time Lock to none and the Solar Crest, he's no longer an easy target for Serenity to take down. So that is the one bright-ish spot.
Right.
But you're still down 17k and things are looking real bad.
Dude, their lineup is so good for Aghanims. Wraith King.
It's
incredible. So good.
There's value in every hero.
All three of those cores just want to right-click people.
PYW somehow is not that far from it. Not even.
Pain. Every single time, it's like a small little victory and just looks like the game is getting harder and harder. XCJ trying to go for Glimmer King. GGG wants the Manta, and he wants Duster's life.
Duster getting low, but they
Solar
know that
Crest
they
makes
have
it a little bit hard. Weehaw will be able to get the shackles. Does not have a sleight of fist to be able to dodge that stun. So GGG is going to be caught. They do see the real one here. The Chain Frost is going to go out, and everyone has to back themselves away from HFN. Fortunately, the Eidolons will tank a lot. They do finally manage to kill GGG with double chains out from Weehaw as well. They're taking more and more of these heroes. A double damage CYD, though they have to be careful of. Weehaw has a remnant. Will be able to jump away. Duster is going to be gobbled up by that ZYD with the double damage. Double kill for him. Roshan is up as well, so they could just back up and take that easily.
They are indeed going to do that. There's no black hole for another minute. With 2 heroes dead, it's much easier for Serenity to grab this. And they want to get the refresher or the refresher shard online as fast as possible, just in case. They've got so much control on the map.
And a cheese on Huskar would be mega value here too.
That wasn't the worst fight in the world, though, for Pain. Any sort of trade at this point where you're killing a core hero, if it's even numbers at all, is as good as it gets.
The team fight recap just isn't showing up for me, so I didn't get to see what the trade-off was in gold and stuff for that, but Roshan. Aeon Disc is almost here for Weehaw, so they pretty much have 2 heroes that can get Chronosphered and maybe survive. Maybe even HFN can, but I kind of doubt it. Jin-Q just hit so quickly.
Oh,
he almost has
Blink Dagger now.
Radiant are scanning.
Blink Dagger on Tavo, yeah, that's a big pickup. They almost catch him. Blink forward, they do manage to catch HFN, but CYD is too far away. He does have the life break range, though.
Under attack.
They do need to be careful of him. What's happening?
That talent's hilarious. Quick pause as Serenity.
Oh, the life break?
Yeah.
Talking about that one.
19k up. 16 to 33 is the score. Both of these teams need a win minimum, as they are both the teams that only have 5.
So if one of these 2 teams loses 2 games, does that save everyone else? I think it might.
If somebody gets 2-0'd, I'm not sure exactly how that goes because I'd have to look at it again, but it doesn't feel good right now for Pain.
No, certainly not.
Then again, OG, but then again, this is a completely different game.
Aghanim Scepter ranking. Oh boy. ZYD kind of threatening him. He has the Aegis. I thought they would have actually given the Aegis to, I don't know, Phantomizer or something.
Eh.
I thought Cheese would be good enough.
I feel like
ZYD is so tanky.
Yeah, but if you get everything on top of him, why risk it?
HFN going to be caught by PYW. Fisher stalls up ZYD. Still has a life break. Doesn't go for it, though.
Just going to trade the tower and get out. As Zinq, he does have his Lincolns now. Although I'm not sure. I mean, it stops the Razor static link, but I feel like he would have been better served with his BKB.
Weehaw can at least split push, where he couldn't before now that he's got the Aeon disc, so he's trying to do that in the bottom lane.
Yeah. It doesn't feel amazing having to go for this immediate defensive item.
Right.
But anything to survive at this point. And he's got to be the person on the team that split pushes. Otherwise, they don't really have a hope. If the reason why OG was able to extend that game and win was because they were able to deal with the lanes at all times. Well, they need Weehaw to do the same. But Serenity, not going to really give them that space. 31 minutes in, trying to contest the high ground. Here's the stun from PYW.
Forward on to HFN. PYW always trying to lead the charge. They do have the light break in the Chronosphere, locking down two. They actually got Tavo the back lines and each of the King RD. He blinked into that. Oh no, the BKB keeps Tavo alive though. The Chain Frost managed to get the black hole, locking in Jin Q. They really need to be able to kill him, but he's gonna time walk out the damage. He goes into the Enigma, finish him off on the side. HFN is surrounded by GGG Illusions. He easily goes down. Weehaw can't get away from ZYD either. Mass by Max coming in, but they don't have enough. It's only King RD and Weehaw actually chaining them up. This is looking like 2 lanes of racks, maybe even a GG call. Let go slam! It's not really enough damage to kill anybody. He's stunned up, and that's it.
Yeah, they're going to call it. PYW didn't even get to use his Aghanim's effect. And that's going to do it, at least for game number 1. Pain getting absolutely crushed.
Yeah, they did. What went wrong?
I just feel like that bottom lane.
So bad?
Yeah,
The
we talked
bottom
about
lane's
how
so bad.
Pain couldn't contest any of the lanes. Like, if you can't kill or at least threaten or postulate or pose a threat in any lane, you don't have to move around. Like Serenity, they were comfortable tri-laning top. They knew that Xinkyu, as soon as he hits 6 at bottom, you just rotate 1 Wraith King down.
Yeah.
You kill Weehaw, you take his tower, then all of a sudden Weehaw has no game left to play. Mid was the only somewhat killable lane, which is why they rotated in. And they try to make something happen because it's a Huskar, right? But at the same time, you're trying to kill a Huskar. Like, what are you supposed to do in that situation? You saw that was probably the best situation that they were going to get. They got a 2-for-2 where everybody sort of died, but what else are you supposed to do?
And then super great read by Serenity, forcing that Roshan fight.
Yeah,
they just knew they were so much stronger than them because they didn't have the blink daggers, and Pain Gaming's lineup really relies on that initiation.
When you have one of these heroes, like when you have a Huskar or a TA or an Ursa, just one of these heroes that can just sit there and solo do it, he doesn't really need anybody else in the pit. That's what makes it really dangerous.
Right.
Because Pain, all of a sudden, they realize like the positional game isn't in their favor. Because this Void has Shadow Blade. There's too many angles for them to cover. It's just not easy enough.
All right, that was game 1 of Team Serenity versus Pain. Team Serenity have now secured themselves not last place. They're not going to get knocked out of this tournament
can we
just
take a look
yet.
real fast before
If Pain can make it 1-1, they'll tie up again, and we'll have tiebreakers between them and whoever else has lost their matches and dipped down into that 5-10.
So Optic won. So Optic's actually contesting for top 4 somehow.
Wow.
Because they 2-0
7-8.
Pain. Yeah, now they're 7-0. They went from, if they had lost the Pain 2-0, they would have just been like duns.
All right, we'll talk about it as we head into game 2, but first we got to get into lobby and go to a break. Welcome back. What could be the last game of Stream C for the group stage? It is Pain Gaming versus Team Serenity. Game 2. Team Serenity just did some wild draft and won with it.
Yeah, they didn't pick very many stuns.
Remaining.
They picked lanes that were really greedy, and somehow it all kind of just worked out.
Remaining.
They won those lanes. Shinkyu, he dominated the game.
He definitely dominated.
He
that
made
game.
it his. The Aghanim Scepter was a great choice.
It was
Wonderful. What was his build? It was like Mask of Madness,
Shadowblade. Aghanim.
Shadowblade, Aghanims.
It
Straight
just
to the
allowed-
point.
It just allowed him to keep fighting.
Team
Yeah.
Serenity's turn to pick.
Silencer.
Silencer. Both Crystal Maiden and Wisp are still out there in the pool, which I think Silencer is pretty good answer to both of those. This will also give Pain Gaming a little bit more
Team
control.
Serenity's turn to pick.
Crystal Maiden.
And sure enough, it's Crystal Maiden. Not terribly surprised by that one.
Pain Gaming's turn to pick.
Nyx Assassin. All right, I didn't expect that one.
These guys like Nyx a lot, though.
Yeah.
I think I saw them on twice with it. It's pretty good actually for them.
All right, so goodbye Storm, Necro, and Pugna as your potential picks for Pain Gaming.
I just feel like this hero has a lot of drawbacks in that he's not the best laner
Yeah.
and he doesn't have a reliable
10
stun.
seconds
Uh-huh.
remaining.
But the good news is that he makes it so that a large portion of the pool
5
mid players just no longer want to
remaining.
play.
Offlane players do, right?
Yeah.
Offlane Necrophos and
I mean, if you're
Pugna.
laning against him, you feel great. Like hell yeah.
yeah. He does have a setup stun at least with Crystal Nova being a good slow and then Frostbite as well. So that can help him land his impale a little bit better, which is probably a big part of why he's bad for the laning phase. The other one is the range on the stun. Super bad.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why a long time ago people used to go Ether Lens on him.
Dude, I'm seeing a world in which VP might be a lower
Pain
bracket.
Gaming's turn.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Might actually
dude.
happen.
Imagine being that team that has to go lower bracket round 1 against VP. Oh. You're
This-
shitting your pants.
This group stage is just insane right now. Group B, nothing is resolved. Group A was like, okay, I mean, Winstrike could have just won. That's fine. But
Turn to ban.
Group B is like the most confusing hodgepodge of potential scenarios that could potentially happen. Nothing is settled. Everything is open. The only thing we know is that VGJ Storm is definitely they're good.
They're top of their group.
Okay, never mind. VP's winning. Somebody was told me
Pain Gaming's
I read
turn to
Reddit
ban.
and it said that they were kind of doing it, but it does not look like this game is doing it. So that means if they win this game, they would have 9, which would put them at second at worst. But then the other 2 slots are so open still. I mean, everything's just newbies at 6 and 8.
Magnus for
10
Pain
seconds
Gaming.
remaining.
That is quite the interesting second pick.
5 seconds
All that
remaining.
matters. Oh, whoa.
All these Magnus pair heroes have not been very popular.
No, not really.
Like we've seen a couple Ember Spirits, very little Juggernauts.
Team Serenity's turn to ban.
No Svens. And when I say no, I'm being exaggerating. There has been a Sven, I think.
Yeah, it was our game that we casted. And it got bodied.
And it got dumpster.
It was Serenity, actually, that played against it. It was VP versus Serenity.
Alchemist, yeah, Alchemist. That's a good ban. That's a Magnus hero. What else? I mean, they can't
10
do Ember
seconds
Spirit.
They could
You
do
got
Troll.
Nyx Assassin.
Troll's pretty
Troll.
good here. I think Troll, it's a fast BKB-er.
5 seconds
Okay.
remaining.
Do you think Pain are making sure they have better late game
Team
than
Serenity's
Team Serenity?
turn
Do you
to
think that's
pick.
where this is going?
I think potentially because you don't want to get caught in that last game where you're not really sure where your lineup's supposed to be stronger.
Yeah.
Because their laning phase had to just go better. Otherwise, they were just going to get rolled.
And that's where the Spectre ban probably comes in for Pain.
Yeah. They banned the Huskar out too. I feel like third pick or fourth pick Huskar should be
10
counterable when you have,
seconds remaining.
was it 2 heroes left to go or was it even 3? I don't remember. They had a
5
lot of,
seconds remaining.
I felt like they had a lot of time to counter it.
Yeah.
But I think that if you're Serenity, you just make sure that you have decent-ish matchups. You pick strong lanes, and you just try to do the same thing again. Because right now what Pain lacks is, I guess with the 2 heroes at least, is the ability to kill lanes. So you need to somehow kind of tie this together.
What do you want? I mean, it just feels like such a.
Oh, that's a
Team
Clinks.
Serenity's turn to pick.
Clinks is a pretty good anti-carry, but now he's been clockworked. I feel like Clinks is really good at being able to just body some of those kind of heroes that would be Magnus heroes.
Yeah. I mean,
Magnus pairing heroes.
If you're Serenity right now, you want to speed up the pace of the game, and Clinks
Yeah.
definitely does that.
Yeah.
Like you see
Pain
Magnus
Gaming's turn
and
to pick.
and they take Mirana. Yeah, like they're playing a very fast, aggressive lineup. Because when you see a Magnus on the enemy team, it already signifies that Pain want to play a slower, more methodical game.
Right.
Sometimes I feel like this backfires when they pick these ultra long cooldown, Tavo hit it kind of heroes. Like
Right.
that part is a little bit odd.
10 seconds remaining.
But King RD Clockwork is pretty godlike.
5 seconds.
It is pretty
remaining.
good, and it's good counter to Clinks. It works very well against both those supports, but he won't have much of an answer to the Mirana.
Team Serenity's turn to bat.
Invoker.
They're going to invoke her.
I kind of figured that they would. Elimination game, the Invoker Clockwork combo was really successful for them. The thing about Nyx Assassin is he can't scare you into not just picking any int heroes. Like that's a silly way
okay.
to think about it. If you look at it like that, then technically heroes like Doom or Faceless Void are counters to everybody.
10
Because somebody's
seconds
getting Doomed or
remaining.
somebody's getting Chronoed.
How does Exort Invoker do versus Mirana?
5 seconds.
Because I'm going to
remaining.
make the assumption that it's Exort. He did it last time, and he has a Clockwork.
I think Weehaw is just an Exort Invoker
Pain
kind of player.
Gaming's
Yeah.
turn to bat.
I think it's okay.
I mean, you have like really good base damage compared to the Mirana now.
Yeah,
the
she has
Exort.
kill potential on you, but
Yeah.
as long as it's not like some weird Wii Magnus. No, there's no way. It has. Weehaw's going to ask for this Invoker. Game 2 potentially eliminated. Like, control your fate.
10
Ask for the
seconds
hero that you want to
remaining.
win with.
And we still don't have a Magnus
5
hero,
seconds remaining.
which means they probably thought the Invoker was going to get last banned. So I can kind of see that. But it just means there's so few heroes left. You have the Troll still. Troll is pretty good, I think, versus Clinks, but I don't know. I'm very hesitant on that hero. I would almost rather have Clinks or something, or Juggernaut. Like something that just comes online faster, because,
TB is really slow. TB, Magnus, Invoker Core seem
yeah.
real slow. I feel like if you're Serenity, you could just run at that, and you'd win. I still think Troll is on the cards.
Pain Gaming's
Pain,
turn
potentially.
to
Isn't
pick.
Troll slow, though, as well?
Kind of. I mean, what else do you really have, though? I'm trying to think of
Again, it's Juggernaut.
Jug. Jug's not bad. HFN Jug.
That's what I'm saying.
Pick the heroes that you want to play for the elimination game. You're all in at this point.
10 seconds remaining.
Is there a hero we're missing?
5 seconds remaining.
Chaos Knight, Void, Luna. No, the Luna versus Clink sounds
Team
awful.
Serenity's
Monkey
turn
King?
to pick.
Faceless
I go for the Void. Okie dokie. They're gonna have another combination with that Invoker. I feel like it's too slow, but I mean, look at they've got Chronoseer, Global Silence, RP, and an Invoker, an Exort Invoker. That lineup, like you're gonna get to 20 minutes, and they're
10
gonna have
seconds
like
remaining.
one good team fight every 3 minutes.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, Serenity challenged Pain Gaming with that last game, and just, they obviously had the better late game, and they took it in the lanes. Pain Gaming are going to try and do something similar here. Team Serenity just need their offlaner now.
What I really dislike about Pain's lineup is that I feel like they're going to suffer from the same thing that they did in the previous game, where
Yeah.
they just can't kill anybody.
I actually don't think it's a bad Legion game.
You just want something that can run at Pain at this point.
Yeah.
because they play such a slow lineup. You just have heroes that need to farm. You need an Invoker that needs to farm. You need a Magnus that needs farm. You need a Faceless Void that needs farm. They're trying to match the greed of Serenity, but Serenity have already switched gears. But who knows? The last game, I thought that Pain's lineup should be a little bit faster, but
Oh.
we take a Seeker.
Bloodseeker counter to
So you go mid.
Void and
You
Magnus.
go mid Clinks against the Invoker, which I think is a really nice matchup.
Yeah.
You take it off lane Mirana plus Nyx.
Well, ZYD is playing the Bloodseeker.
Yeah.
Can he go mid against Invoker?
I think it's okay too. You have high base damage.
Okay.
You heal. Invoker shouldn't have kill potential on you. Man, I love that bunny set. I think it's so cute.
It's expensive too.
Is it? How much?
Yeah.
Word?
It's like $150.
No
I
way.
think.
There's no way that thing is
I'm pretty sure it's a China set. So, yeah. Look.
It's 1,300 Canadian.
Yeah, dude. It's expensive as hell.
What?
I said $150 and you didn't believe me.
Remaining.
1,300.
5
Okay.
seconds remaining.
That man is rich.
That man could be a whole lot more rich if he just wins this game against Pain Gaming and secures himself top 16 rather than being eliminated in the groups. Is it just me, or do these drafting phases, like, I feel like it's very prolonged now. It used to be a pick happens and we just go right into the game. I wonder if Valve changed anything. Because I'm running out of things to say.
I mean, we're chilling. The
About
stage is set itself.
Serenity versus Pain.
If Pain loses this game, guys, they are guaranteed Dunskies. And if Serenity loses this game, then
They are in tiebreakers
they are in tiebreakers.
against at least one team.
Against
maybe
honestly
more.
everyone. Like they're against
Yeah.
tiebreakers against everyone.
If
Apparently,
Newbie loses a game, then they'll be in tiebreakers. Three.
I think Secret is gonna beat Newbie. So if it's a 2-0, then all of a sudden Newbie has to play. Are they still in game one? What is going on in this game? It's lasting forever. Then it's just like a. There's some weird.
Wait, can
three-way
Newbie
tie.
be bottom? I thought I just looked at their score and it.
No, they've got 6 wins.
Oh, okay, so they could go
Yeah.
6 and 10.
So this is the game that
Prepare
matters
for
for Pain
battle.
by far the most. Because for Serenity, you have that one gap game where at absolute worst, you're playing tiebreakers
Yeah.
against somebody. But if you just win here, don't got to worry about it.
Everyone tips Weehaw. Weehaw gives them a cute little Invoker kiss face back. And ZYD is honored. He gives him the
Aw.
Omni. Feel good.
I'd be a lot more
No
tense if I was him.
Sunfire me. That's great. They probably saw the Weehaw clips. They saw the sun strikes. So Xi is going to be playing bottom lane Clinks with
30
XCJ.
seconds to battle.
They are going to run the Bloodseeker into the Invoker. PYW is the Nyx Assassin, is going to be supporting Shin Q at top lane.
I love the spam.
You know what I like? Because the Chinese teams will use the other Chinese commentator ones that you don't hear a lot.
Yes.
And so it's a different noise.
I've never heard that one before. The
No.
one that guy used.
Because
The battle
for the Western
begins.
audience, you spam it because it sounds funny. Now when you just like, that sounds pretty normal. So why they switch the lanes? Wouldn't the Clinks do pretty well against the Magnus? Isn't that fine?
Clinks against Mag.
So they think that I would think that the stun combination of Nyx Mirana would be better against the Void.
I kind of think though that remember what I said about playing against Void last time? You want constant sources of damage.
Ah, okay.
I feel like for that reason alone, it's probably better. And that way, their Clinks, like, watch this. The Clinks is just going to walk in,
Yeah.
flame arrow once, and soon ZYD is going to get Thirst at level 2, and he's just going to run at Weehaw.
Duster's going to come down to the bottom lane. Needs to be matched up against the Crystal Maiden to help protect against the Crystal Nova spam.
Yeah, like, look at HFN. He does not like this one bit.
He does manage to, they lay down the sentry and they heeds the ward. So he'll get value out of that.
sort of feel like they're going to run into the same problem, though, where they can't really get kills in their other two lanes. Is King RD and Mag. What are they supposed to do? This bottom lane is a Faceless Void and a Silencer. You can't really pressure that. Look at Duster. He's already being beaten back.
Yeah, this lane looks really good. And as you said, Bloodseeker's going to take advantage of that. He's already beating the Invoker in CS just purely through Blood Rage. Once he starts getting the thirst going, Invoker's going to have a hard time laning.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It's already not the most fun lane for him. And bottom lane doesn't get any better for HFN. So he's going to get nuked. Time Walk.
Time Walk's in place to make sure he still gets the CS. King RD misses out on the cogs on PYW. He's trying to go for the battery assault kill. PYW is actually down to just tank this underneath tower, because battery assault does very little damage level 1.
More importantly, he just has high amount of regen.
Yeah, high armor as well.
Yeah, you got great base regen on Nyx Assassin. He's already just chilling with his mango.
Dude, HFN is just getting kicked out of his lane.
He's getting CS, but yeah, it's not the most fun time as...
Here goes the Time Walk.
Again.
It's Crystal Nova right-clicked as well after the Time Walk.
You got to pop salve as often as you can. You can't allow Weehaw or ZYD against Weehaw to just get all that extra damage.
Yeah.
You can already see that Wee's struggling real hard.
5 and 2 CS for the Invoker. That is rough. Yeah, he's going to be blood righted. Takes a lot of damage. ZYD wants to kill the Force Spirit. Denied instead by Weehaw. King RD picks up an Invis rune with a creep following him, so that should be pretty obvious. ZYD should get caught by this. But at the same time, he doesn't want to miss too much CS. Really? Oh, he doesn't have Cog Mana. He doesn't have Cog Mana. King RD could die. He's underneath the tower. He takes a shot, but ZYD is being controlled up. Sunstrike laid out, misses ZYD. ZYD will get away. Weehaw.
And the uphill miss.
Oh,
ZYD just
so
trying
he
to
gets
juke
the
through
healing
trees.
salve going.
And he's going to heal.
And top lane, that's a dive by PYW, killing Tavo. And he does have a TP, so he'll get out.
No problem. He's going to eat his tango, not even going to back that far.
Cold Snap laid on a ZYD, does get a really big blood right hit, kills the Force Spirit.
He's going to full heal off of this, and Weehaw's no longer going to feel very comfortable. Weehaw committed real hard for that kill, too. He used his Sunstrike, he used all his mana, popped his Forge, had to use Cold Snap defensively. Now he's in a real rough position in this lane. 21 CS to 8.
Serenity just bodying lanes. Seems to
crushing
be
it.
their free victory. I can't believe Weehaw's trying to stick around. He does have a healing salve.
I don't think this is supposed to get any easier either.
No.
Serenity's just, I mean, back-to-back games. They read the lanes. Maybe their heroes are a little bit greedy, but...
They just can't get out of the blood right because he's not fast enough. No boots, win a stat build, which of course you're supposed to. Nice stun arrow combination on a Tavo. Didn't see the setup for that one, but PYW must be killing it in this top lane. He's taken Tavo out twice. They're going to go for GGG, HFN, hoping to be able to get a bash to be able to save Duster's life, but no bashes for HFN at all. He turns on, finally gets a bash on XCJ, but now he's just taking a lot of damage and has to time walk out. Behind the tower, ZYD with a double damage, trying to go for the dive. Almost died there. Force Spirit does manage to get the kill. Heals off of that as well as the range creep a little bit. I don't know how he possibly got so low. Didn't even use
shrine,
Rupture.
I'm going to do it solo too, because his bottom lane is, I mean,
Dire are
Clicks
scanning.
could have came, but I don't think he wanted to wait.
Didn't have the mana on Weehaw for the Sunstrike, unfortunately,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
for him.
This is a level 3 Magnus. Tavo. Much rougher game this time around.
Yeah. I don't really feel like this Magnus is going to have much of a place in this game either.
No, I don't think so either. And
Rupture, blood right onto Weehaw. Trying to hide his way into the trees, hit by the Impale ZYD. Takes that kill with ease. Cold Snap buying a little bit of time. At
that
least
was rough.
it prevents ZYD from being able to blood rage, which prevents him from healing off of the kill.
Yeah, but he's going to get some of the CS with Weehaw out of the lane. And all
Radiant's
three top
tower is under attack.
CS.
last hit denies on the side of Serenity. It is, if you are a Pain fan, maybe now is the time to start panicking because things are looking a little bit rough here.
They're Pain fans. They were probably already panicking last game.
Radiant are scared.
Being a Pain fan right now is...
PYW just sticking around. They don't even have Rupture.
He
Another
will in
15 seconds.
Jinx.
It is low cooldown time. I mean, Serenity have no cooldown. They have to play around at all.
Oh.
Tavo ends up dying
solo
so
kill.
low.
Next level play. The next level play.
The next level play.
Normally.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Pain have
attack.
been real quiet this series. You notice that?
Yeah, I think because of the stakes.
Because of the losses as well. PYW going to be caught here by the Cogs. They do have the Blood Right, though. That's going to do a lot of damage. Sunstrike finally coming in. PYW managed to get the kill on King RD. A ruptured up Weehaw. They're going to try together to be able to beat down ZYD. XCJ slows him down with the Crystal Nova to make sure King RD can't get another Cogs. So that's a little bit of a win there for Pain. Bottom lane, GGG dies as well as... Oh, man. The laning phase is going really well, and it's still good for Serenity, but that upsets things just a bit.
Yeah, they were up 4K, now they're up 3. Still 7 minutes into the game. This kind of lead is something they're going to be pretty pleased about, as they still maintain all 3 core top net worths.
Yeah.
But it is going to send everyone back, at least for the time being. It's Tavo, now relegated to the jungle, not the position that you want to be in as an offlane Magnus.
GGG is about to pick up his level 6. HFN is almost there as well. So it's kind of the, like, GGG will win the lane through Death Pact and just constant damage, but with the Chronosphere up, HFN might be able to get a kill. Try and rectify the problems of the past. PYW. Yeah, Tavo's so scared. He's died so many times, he just instantly skewers.
Mid, Blood Right thrown out.
Meteor with the Cold Snap. That's going to do a decent amount of damage. Sunstrike not laid in place in the right area. ZYD turned around to go for the Rupture instead. Tries to get the Forge Spirit. Weehaw keeps the damage on him.
ZYD playing it a little bit close.
Invisru or ZYD. Not really sure if he's going to use much of that.
No, I don't think he's going to go ganking with that.
He's just going to Blood Rage, just kill a creep.
Nice.
Got him. Surprise.
Bet Weehaw didn't see that one coming.
You fool. King RD is only level 4. Tavo's only level 5. Duster, he's actually closer to level 6 than both of them.
And Tavo's game right now is the roughest.
Oh, they're going to smoke up together. They want to use HFN's Chronosphere as soon as possible. They're going to go for the kill onto the Mirana. I actually think it's pretty close. The damage? Shin-Q's got 900 HP. The smoke has popped. He has to go for the Chronosphere now. Sunstrike, that's going to make it a lot easier, but a leap away. Leap 1. He's got 2 more. He's good. Rupture now on HFN. He tries to run out of Blood Right. Time Walk is coming up soon. Starstorm dodges one of the hit, but the second one comes down, nails him.
They're all going to die
ZYD
for this.
managed to kill him. King RD not hit by the arrow, but still frostbitten up. ZYD is super fast, and he sees a half HP Tavo. He only needs to hit him 3 times to be able to kill him. Skewer, mid-skewer, he dies to the Crystal Nova.
He even popped the smoke just to save a little bit of HP. I thought it was going to be enough, but
Is under attack.
level 1 Shockwave.
Yeah.
He's got the 3 levels of Empower to try to farm.
And I don't think he got bashes on HFN either.
Oh, this is looking
Level
rough. That was their first use of the Chrono. They
Yeah.
all-ined on that so hard. They brought 2 cores to 1 lane. They TP'd for that. They used their smoke.
King RD hit by the arrow with a Frostbite combination. They managed to get him fighting over the Bounding Runes. Tavo skewers in Jin-Q. He instantly TPs because he doesn't have any lead charges.
Not even going to risk that. But Serenity, they pick up a lot of those bounty runes as...
They pick up
3?
4 of them, 3 of them, and then 1 still left on their side of the map. So
And this Clinks has made a lot of room for himself as his team wins a passive fight. Nice rotation, too, by ZYD. Look at the difference in net worths alone. Invoker at 2,700. He has 300 more net worth than this 4-position Nyx.
he's going to need some pretty incredible Sunstrike kills to get back in the game. But the problem is he's under-leveled, so... And his team lacks damage. They go for the time dilation onto GGG. He does not have Skeleton Walk. But he has strafe, and that's why he's going to go and challenge Duster here, see if they can actually get that kill. They got the kill on ZYD, but HFN still going to be caught with the Vendetta up. PYW hits his level 7 off of that kill.
That was massive. Weehaw now evens up in levels, and he just got like 1,000 net worth from that. He got 548 gold. It all goes to himself. I guess he just solo kills PYW. Not really sure how.
I just clicked on him not so long ago. He was level 7. Now he's level 9, too.
Yes. There's no way that should happen.
Wow.
That's a pretty tanky Bloodseeker, too. He's got Wand, Strength Treads, and Aquila.
Interesting. Well, Chronosphere's back up for HFN. But there's still 3 heroes here in this bottom lane.
Dire's middle tower is under
He's going to have
attack.
to do a lot of heavy lifting.
And he can't really Chronosphere up GGG because of the strafe, right? A lot of the attacks that come in from some of these heroes just won't land. I guess it's only Silencer. Stun? Nah, that misses. HFN. Careful of any sort of initiation.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Shinkyu
Top lane.
has a Dragon Lance working towards Manta.
He's had the freest game of his life.
Yeah.
Kills were brought to him. They literally came to him to die.
They slaughtered the Rhinoceros. That's an endangered species, boys. Good kill. Sunstrike.
Is under attack.
Actually bounces back and hits the Invoker. See, PYW doesn't take a whole lot of damage. The last word will proc, and he gets a little low, but he'll survive in the end. The tier 1 tower is going to drop soon. GGG realizes that if they can take this tower, it'll just keep paying out, and they might even be able to get more kills. ZYD reveals them both with a Blood Right. HFN managed to get away from all of that to the side. It's only going to be the support that dies for now.
Radiant's bottom
HFN's
tower
going to
is under
stick here still, having the Chronosphere,
attack.
waiting for his TP to come off cooldown.
Radiant's top
Crystal
tower
Nova
is under
to reveal.
attack.
Does it now. Sees the real HFN. He's just going
They
to
should back up for this. They're wasting way too much time.
he's gonna time walk deeper. It'll be fine.
They're going to lose top tower at the same time. That's 2 towers now. They could just pincer in for mid. I'd imagine that's the next likely move. And for Pain, I feel like they just have to sit back and watch. Because fighting is not really on the cards for them with the type of heroes that they have.
No.
They just don't put out enough damage to kill anybody. At bottom lane, they're thinking about it. PYW, he's invised up. If they can get the Frostbite,
Double invis attack plus a Frostbite. It's a very easy kill.
didn't even have to sweat that one as HFN continues to fall down in net worth.
Dire's
The Nyx
middle
Assassin.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, look at him. He's like, I love this build. He goes for the early Void Stone and is just constantly popping clarities.
Yeah, it just allows him to be very active on the map. He's even going to eat the last bit of region that they, or last bit of vision that they have. Or maybe it was about to fade, I'm not sure.
I think it actually faded.
I think it actually faded.
He
'Cause
didn't?
I didn't see him get the gold for it.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a Quelling Blade.
So Weehaw's just going to throw out a Meteor to deal with the wave. Now things are getting really dicey here. If you're Pain, you've got to be feeling the pressure. It's 10k down nearly at just 14 minutes. Your tournament life on the line.
Weehaw will be able to take out that ward. Top lane, they're trying to set up for a gank. They have the hook shot. Get a ward kind of behind the tower. Chronosphere.
Surely
round
they know about
2.
this, though. PYW might just come in, invis in 2 seconds, and scout around the area 4.
Yeah.
They do have a sentry down, though.
They have a Moonlight Shadow. He's going to run into the sentry. They're going to Chronosphere instantly. This is a kill. They can actually get the arrow. Hits on HFN. The rest of the team is coming in as well. They're going to be able to get the Blood Right on HFN. He can't time walk fast enough. What a beautiful arrow. King RD is stuck on the right song of the cogs, though, and CYD will be able to chase him down as well as Duster. That's a triple kill for him. The 2 cores retreat behind their vision. They do see ZYD. They're going to be able to get a really, really good Meteor with the Deafening Blast. He almost kills ZYD. Does get him in the end. That is a big kill, but it's a bigger fight for Serenity.
That's going to be a 4 for 2. They're getting desperate at this point. They pop the Chrono just for the Nyx Assassin. Trying to get whoever they can at this point. Still holding serve at 9,000. If you look at the fight recap, because of how far behind they are, the gold lead wasn't even that big for Team Serenity. They only got 150 gold out of that net. And the XP wasn't even that bad either. But still 10k at 15 minutes. And we talked about the issue with their lineup is they just can't play very fast. HFN doesn't have items. That is a really ambitious Mask of Madness that he's trying to build towards. But they do have the Blink Dagger now on top of him. That can start to change things. They still have good combinations with Weehaw plus Tavo.
Yes. Any good Chronosphere or any good RP could lead to Weehaw just being able to carry them with damage.
Yeah, the good news for their lineup is that they always have ways to come back into this game.
Right.
In fact, they've got 3 of them.
And that's why, like, game 1 looked so bad because they didn't have the same kind of comeback mechanism. Well, I guess they did.
I mean, it was kind of all on the whole. At least this time around, they've got different ways around it. Tavo's playing a much easier hero.
Dire's structures
He can buff up HFN, get him back into this game somehow. Weehaw's net worth is not abysmal. He's going to try to take this mid tower by himself.
GGG and PYW sneaking in behind the tier 1 tower.
They got a
Pain
blink on
are
Tavo.
smoked at mid, and they're going to go for the hook shot. But where is the meteor? Weehaw's a little bit far behind. They're not going to be able to get the Sunstrike. They RP him into it, and that'll finish him off with a deafening blast onto the Crystal Main. But here comes from behind. PYW trying to go for the Impale. Doesn't go for him. GGG. Orchid onto Weehaw. Can he actually survive? It's going to be a little bit close into the high ground. The Orchid pop. He barely lives with just 62 HP, but PYW's handling these two, and the rest of Serenity comes in to clean them up. They almost got 3 for the Bloodseeker. Weehaw lucky to be alive.
They're going to lose their mid tower for this, though.
structures are fortified.
And it's more pain just having to use these big ultis on single heroes. The Bloodseeker's got the least net worth out of the 3. Here comes HFN. He
Still
does have
Chronosphere.
Pops it.
Chronosphere just on a GGG. They really want to be able to kill this Clink, and they'll be able to take him. He had no death packed up. King RD, meanwhile, went on Shin Q. They do have a Meteor. Definitely Blast. Oh, they actually managed to leap away from that Meteor. Good timing, too. Leaps back in to be able to kill King RD. Shin Q is a madman. He's still got one more leap to work with.
They're still trying to be around this mid tower. Now ZYD comes in. All the ults have been expended from Pain.
No
They've got
RP,
global.
no Chronosphere. You give up this fight now. HFN, time walks into the high ground, but on the other side,
Hero's going to whiff on
they
everybody.
can still go for him. The time walk's going to be coming up. He gets frostbitten. Now the Impale stun from PYW. The global sounds a little bit too late. ZYD, they need to be able to get a counter kill, but he's already away from Tavo. Won't be able to get the skewer in.
Tavo's still looking for it.
Managed to hit the hook shot and the skewer at the same time to be able to hit ZYD. They do manage to finish
The
off the
three-man
Impale with Shinkyu coming in with a Starstorm. Gets both of the supports. King RD traps in Shinkyu. He doesn't have leap charges, but he doesn't have damage. Sunstrike, it's going to come in. Finish off Shinkyu. King RD says that's worth my life. I'm happy with that one. Now a Cold Snap on a PYW. Tries to turn around, go for the Impale. Weehaw dancing away from that one, but can't commit to get the Nyx kill.
And Nyx is still staying around the area. They do have a sentry for this.
He wants the Vendetta kill.
But Weehaw will definitely back off of this. Doesn't have mana, doesn't have HP. Resets himself, as we all do right now, as 12K is the gold lead for Team Serenity. Pain did manage to pick up some core kills there. They finally knocked down the Mirana. They get the Bloodseeker. All 3 cores at some point in that fight did go down.
RP is back up now. Chronosphere in 30 seconds. But Serenity, Pain did a lot to be able to stall up that mid tower, and it took a little bit out of Serenity, but Serenity are still really happy that they finally took the mid tier 1 because now they can take over the map a bit more, right? Yes.
The thing about it is that Pain,
Hook shot instead. Good call by Tavo holding on. King RT communicated that he's got that TP cancel.
the thing about it is that if you're Pain, you have to take down this mid tower, and then you just got to make moves. But the problem with it is that you always have to expend an ulti to kill the core. And Serenity, I don't think really minds that, as Duster's going to go down.
Duster's like an overly large range creep.
Dire's
Yes.
middle tower
I mean,
has been denied.
271 gold, man. That's like a ancient camp and a half.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's a little ATM. That's cute.
Sentry laid out. Trying to deal with that ward on the high ground.
HFN does have the chrono up. Tavo has got RP.
XCG managed to actually get the Frostbite arrow combination with the Blood Right. Tavo, he's actually so injured. Shinkyu's going to try and go for the kill on the side here. Leap, and he managed to get him. Chronosphere on the side. They do have the Sunstrike onto him. He laid all the damage into ZYD, though, and ZYD only at half HP. He needs the bash desperately for the big KP. It's keeping him alive. He's going to be able to finish off HFN. The bash, no! The shots come in from Shinkyu. They keep almost everybody alive from Serenity, and they wipe Pain.
They didn't even have their Nyx Assassin, their main form of control in that fight. The Chrono, it catches the Crystal Maiden and they kill her, but sure, you don't really care about that.
Radiant's
Yeah.
top
They're going to get
tower
all
is
4
under
bounty
attack.
runes. They might even get this tower.
Radiant
All
structures
5
are
heroes.
fortified.
And it all starts with that arrow onto Tavo.
Yeah.
You saw Jinkyu's positioning. He finds the way around. He avoids the majority of of the team. Pain can't really back it up. They have to just leave Tavo for the Wolves.
Shinkyu's Murata is so good.
He is devastating.
Did I tell you
Oh,
about
it's so
that?
good.
That I played a pub with him
Yeah?
and we won 4 versus 5?
Just off the strength of his Murana.
Mostly, yeah. I mean, I like to think I did some things, but
I like how you just sneaked that in. Like at the end.
little humble brag, you know.
Oh. I mean, Pain. It's not looking good here.
Whoa, nice
Duster.
arrow. Duster's gone.
This
Duster.
man is a straight up sniper.
Anywhere Duster is, he
Dude, look at
is.
Serenity. They're getting cheeky with it too.
Yeah. Sunstrike finished off that siege creep. But the smoke from Serenity is going to be bigger. They have a Yule Scepter on PYW. They can't actually save Weehaw. They try and go for the hook shot, try and go for the RP. It's all for naught. They only lock down the Bloodseeker. Weehaw turns around, gets a little bit of damage, but it doesn't do much. Tavo, oh, they actually managed to get the time dilation, finish off the Nyx assassin, but HFN no longer has a time walk. He silence up as
they're
well.
gonna get wiped
He's
again.
dead, and Pain have wiped for the second time in this game.
And Pain, 20k down at 21 minutes, 21k down, a grand a minute. That is not a deficit you can keep up with. And their lineup is just so slow in this type of game. They're losing so much map control. The tier 3 tower goes down. Tavo.
Skewer back into the tier 4s. That's not going to do too much. Serenity can keep on going. Blow up the melee racks.
Yeah, they're going to get this minimum here.
Then they can get out before the Invoker or the Void are back up.
Pain at this point need an absolute miracle just to stay alive in this tournament. But Serenity coming alive when it matters.
Got a Diffuser Blade complete now for the Murana with level 20 as well soon. Blink Dagger soon for GGG.
And Pain, they had so many opportunities today, Cap.
Yeah.
If they had just won one game against Optic, one game against Serenity, everything looks different for them.
Yep.
But going 0-4 when it matters. And Serenity stepping up big here.
This to memory.
All 3 cores absolutely dominant in this game.
Double damage. Roshan is up as well. A big opportunity for Serenity to secure their lead even further.
That's crazy that they haven't even had a Roche once to go high ground. That's
Yeah.
normally the set of circumstances that teams need, especially at TI, where they play so carefully. You see HFN right now queuing up a gem.
XCJ, HFN has worked his way behind this tier 1 tower to try and set up a big chronosphere. They really want to... Oh. I mean...
They're going to get that kill, but
That
they've got to
can't
start
feel
backing
good.
out. And that's full retreat mode.
Oh, Weehaw. They know he's here. They have the vision. They bob to dust. They spot him. Oh, no, they don't. They didn't have the vision. GGG.
He knows.
He's going to spot him. He has a gem, and he's got an orchid as well. Weehaw, he blinks
he
in
gets
front of
chunked.
him. Great setup.
And now they might just go into Roshan. That was the chrono expended just for a Crystal Maiden. That's how desperate
I
Pain
can't
feels.
believe they did that for a Crystal Maiden.
It would feel real bad, though. You're 5 heroes in that top area, waiting for one hero cap.
Yeah.
You just walk away for nothing?
4-man smoke up from Pain. I mean, they're just not backing down. Without their Invoker, they're going to try and take this fight. But the Aegis is already in the hands of Shin-Q. They will be able to get an RP onto ZYD. Ooh, no! They don't pop the Chronosphere. He gets bashed up, and now it's going to be a problem. He's going to be hook-shotted in. They aren't going to be able to get PYW. 2-man Impale set out. They just have nothing left. They're trying to do it all with an RP with no Chrono and no Invoker, and Pain are just feeding away heroes.
Just too slow of a lineup, not enough damage. It's always cute when you have these mass ultis teamfight strats, but the
Yeah.
problem with them is that, for the most part, you don't have teamfights for...
Oh, Tavo
it
gets
hits.
nailed.
You just don't have enough damage in the mini skirmishes.
Yeah.
You just all in rely on the laning phase at that point because your Faceless Void, the Chrono's nice, but he deals no damage.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
And
attack.
Tavo, I mean, his game has been miserable.
Yes.
This'll come in handy.
Finish off the range racks.
It's
Weehaw.
29k now, 40 kills
Jesus.
for Serenity. I didn't even realize it was that bad.
14 to 40. 40 kills in 25 minutes. Manta trying to go a Abyssal Blade now for the Bloodseeker. His level 25 is soon here, tier 3. Getting knocked down pretty quickly. They don't even have their teammates here. They're going to go for the Sunstrike on GGG. He does have a Force Staff to be able to get out of there. King RT is going to be a goner as a result. I mean, they got to somehow
Radiant's bottom
take out
tower
GGG
has
or the
fallen.
Bloodseeker in these fights, because Jin Kyu's got the Aegis. It's just not an option to go for him.
Radiant's top barracks are
PYW
under
pushes
attack.
far very forward with his
Radiant's
Vendetta.
structures are fortified.
And it looks like there's just going to be a second lane of Rax. Pain are not trying to set up. Yule Scepter into the Impale. Jin Q's trying to get in position to be able to land an arrow. He already went into the Invis, but they've got the Frostbite to keep him inside of that Blood Right. He's dead for 40 seconds.
Tomo's
Tomo's
got
dead
two.
as well.
That's going to be the hopes
It's
with
just
it.
one after another. Duster almost dies as well. The buyback is there from Weeha. HFN is coming in with a Shadow Blade. Tries to go for the Chronosphere, locking down two. They need the Meteor. They need more than just the Sunstrike, especially with the Yule Scepter. GGG almost dies, but the Impale controls up HFN. Or Tornado hits multiple heroes, even in the back line. They do have a really big Meteor, but the Impale, they do manage to get the Nyx's absence by Carapace to stun him up. Well, DYD comes in from behind. King RD with the Cogs can't do anything. Serenity, they are going to the main event, and Pain Gaming are going to be eliminated here at the International 2018.
That's going to be our first team out. Pain. Just not enough left in the gas tank as Serenity outlasts them. Disappointing way to lose if you're Pain.
Absolutely. Pain got a lot of believers and fans, especially this last half of the season. Their performance at ESL 1 Birmingham was a particular standout. And then they came to TI. They had a really tough qualifier finals against SG Esports. They really had to work to be able to get into this international, and their life is cut short just like that.
Yeah. The thing about TI is it's unforgiving.
Yes.
Somebody's got to lose, and unfortunately today it's going to be Pain. But that means that Serenity
are going in.
Wings are going through. They did it.
Everybody wants them to be Wings. And they're going to need...
They still might be. Who knows?
They still might be. Maybe they're a lower bracket comeback Wings. No. But they're a new team, and they're fun.
Yes. And that's going to be it for us in the group stage. We did it. Thank you, everybody that stayed with us. Our production guys. There we go. High five.
Get it.
Get in there. Thanks so much, guys. Everybody that made this possible. We outie until the main event.
See you guys.